Hi, my name is Shanika. Welcome to my channel. And in this video, I will be telling you tips on how to grow healthy, long, natural hair. First, if you are new, then subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of all my future video uploads. You definitely don't want to miss out on my future content. And then let's get right to it. So first things first, I'm going to be looking down a little bit because I have notes for my tips. There will be a part 2. One more thing, if you see text on the screen, pause the video and read the text. Those texts will be important additional information. Tip number 1 is patience / realistic expectations. So when I say that, it's because your hair is not going to grow overnight. I stopped relaxing my hair July 28th, 2014. And now we're in 2020. To get to waist length, it took 6 years. So this didn't happen overnight for me. This wasn't some quick fix, some magic pills, some super growth thing. That this took 6 years of growth. Now, mind you, I did end up cutting off the rest of my relax ends at 1 year and 4 months, which was November 1st, 2015. But I'm saying 6 years because from the time when I stopped relaxing, that's when my natural hair started growing in. And so this is all that growth from that time. Because, you know, regardless of when I cut off the rest of the relax ends, your hair, obviously, it's growing from your root. And when it started growing was from the time when I stopped relaxing. So that's why I'm saying it like that, so no one's confused. No one thinks, you know, it took a shorter time than it did. No, 6 years. That's what I'm saying, to have patience. Just know that it is not gonna be some quick magic thing that happens overnight. This is gonna take some time and dedication for you to do. So I just want to get that out there. Realistic expectations. When I'm saying that, I mean that your hair will grow 1/2 inch per month on average, right? And some people can grow a little bit more or a little bit less, so maybe 1/4 inch per month, maybe a little bit more than 1/2 inch per month. So I did test out my hair before, and I noticed that it grows from about, I think from about 1/4 to 1/2 inch per month, and it's just different parts of my hair grow differently. And I noticed that some of it doesn't grow that 1/2 inch per month and some of it does. So you could test that out to see for yourself, and that may help you. Also, with realistic expectations, when you're testing it out, take pictures too. That may also help as well. So patience and realistic expectations. So now that we have gotten that out of the way, one more thing with the realistic expectations and knowing what comes with, you know, everything that you're going to go through in order to get this healthy, long, natural hair, and the rest of these tips that I'm telling you, and to implement them and do them. Check out my video, which I'm gonna have across the screen, my playlist for things you should know about being natural. And it has information on the stuff that you should know. It really delves in and tells you what to expect, you know, how things are in being natural. And I definitely think that whether you are newly natural or whether you are thinking about going, like, transitioning to go natural, and you're, you know, still relaxed, I think you will definitely get value out of that. And even someone who's just natural now, I mean, some of these things maybe you've never heard about before going natural, but maybe me talking about it in the video and you listening to it would be like, okay, yeah, you wish you kind of knew that a little bit before, but there's some things that you can probably come to terms with, and now you realize and you learn and you know it, and, you know, putting that into perspective may help you to have a fresh new mindset on things. So definitely check that out. I'm gonna have it at the top in the cards. It's gonna come across the screen. I also will link it in the description box down below if you just want to continue this video first and then go to that video afterwards. Okay. So number 2 is going to be moisture. Moisture is important because if your hair is dry and brittle, it can break. Hair brushing on different things and like being on your shoulders, or let's say even if your hair's shorter, it's not on your shoulders, it's shorter and the ends are just like getting all the sun, they're getting everything. And moisture just helps with manageability. It helps to nourish your strands. Moisture will also help your hair to feel good and actually deeply penetrate and nourish your strands, but it helps it to look good as well. if you ever seen someone who's natural and their hair is dry, sometimes, like, you know, where you see that white ash look, yeah, that's when your hair really dry, and you don't want your hair to be like that. But moisture plays a role in growth. If your hair is moisturized and it's nourished, like, that goes into so many other things. So all those things play into your styles come out better. Obviously, if your hair is moisturized and you're using the products to moisturize your hair as well as style your hair, it's just an important role in your natural hair. You have to keep your hair moisturized. Yes, sometimes we have old styles, it gets dry. I also have a video, restyle / re-moisturize mid-week, you know, how to moisturize your natural hair, and plus change your style, you know. And you know, that's something that you also want to do too, because let's say I'll have that video actually in the cards coming up too, and also in the description box. But let's just say, you know, you did your hair Sunday, now we're at Wednesday and the hair is starting to look a little bit old, you know, so you had it Sunday to Wednesday, that's 4 days. And let's say, okay, you're like, I could keep it for one more day. So let's say you go 5 days. So by Thursday, it's like, okay, really time to get it done. I gotta redo it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like, now this would be the time where if it's dry, the style's gone, everything, and you know you got some event on the weekend, this will be the time to actually redo your hair. Like, so you're gonna put that moisture back in, you're gonna restyle it, and then weekend come, you got your event to go to, you have some social thing to go to, whether it be business, social, with your friends, or whatever it is, you are prepared and ready. But your hair also is being renourished, and you're restyling it too, so that would also be good for your hair. Moisture, it's just very important. Number 3 is building a routine / regimen. So you want to have a routine. And what I say is a routine is, if you're gonna wash your hair every week, you do it once a week, perfect, keep it once a week. You want to do it 2 weeks, do it 2 weeks, however often you want to do it. Now, I washed my hair and I initially tried to do it every week, once a week, right? But now I've kind of extended it to 1 to 2 weeks. It just depends. Sometimes every 2 weeks instead. And, you know, whatever works for your schedule, do that. Like, that's why you're building the regimen, or the routine, however you want to call it, but you're building it so that it works around your schedule and what works for you. So if once a week is just too much and too often, do it every 2 weeks, you know. And then make sure now also, when you're building that regimen, make sure that you are incorporating, what are you going to do? So you want to make sure you incorporate that you're going to wash your hair. So whether that means you're going to shampoo, then you're going to style your hair. How are you going to style your hair? You're going to do a wash and go, you're going to do a braid out, you're going to do a twist out. What products are you going to use? Does LCO method work for you, or is LOC method better for you? So, you know, what are you going to do? And then you have those products in order to do that, to put in your moisture, to seal your moisture in, and you just stay consistent with that, you know. And then also think about, if you want to leave your, so if you did the braids, you wanted to leave the braids in for 1 week, and the second week you take them out. Just have a routine on what you do. You want to build a solid routine and regimen that you get used to doing. So that's something that you know you're gonna do, like, every time you wash your hair. Also, it'll help for your hair. You get on the routine of, it's getting washed, gonna get treatment, then it's also gonna get moisturized and set for the week until the time comes again to repeat and do all of that again. Basically plan ahead. Like, you don't have to, you could have a calendar for yourself and plan, you know, or you could just like know beforehand, like, you know, the days coming up for you to wash your hair. Then you plan out your products, you have all your products together, you know what you're gonna do, you make sure you have your deep conditioner, the deep conditioning and all of that, or treatment, or if you're gonna do a hot oil, you know what you're gonna do, and just pay attention to what your hair may need. So fourth is deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is important. So like how I was saying to put it into a routine and regimen, it is important to deep condition. I believe you should deep condition every time you wash your hair. So whether you wash it every 2 weeks or if you wash it every week, like deep condition. And with that, in deep conditioning, it's important to add back in that extra moisture in your hair. It's important to strengthen your hair. It just helps to revitalize, to give that extra nourishment, that extra strength to your hair. So what I try to do is I'll alternate deep conditioners. So I will, 1 week I'm doing a moisture deep conditioner. The next week I'm doing a strengthening deep conditioner, which strengthening would be like a protein deep conditioner. And then another week I can do a deep conditioner that you know, if it has a mix of them, like strengthening and like moisture, then I probably do something like that. But I alternate it, and I also look at my hair and see what my hair needs. Like, you also need to pay attention to what does your hair need. You know, what is your hair telling you that it needs? And whether that be like, okay, it's been really dry, so let me do some more moisture ones, or maybe it feels a little weak, curls aren't really there, let me do something that's more of like a protein or something that will help to improve my elasticity to get my curls bouncing back. So, you know, look and pay attention to your hair. But deep conditioning is important. Or some people say that they don't have time for it, but I would say make that extra time for it. You don't have to sit under the dryer for a full 30 minutes. You can go 20 minutes, but I feel that 30 minutes will give your hair enough time to be able to really absorb and take in the product that you're putting in your hair. So I would say 30 minutes, but you know, if you don't have as much time, then that's fine. I hope this video has helped you and given you value. If it has, share this video with your friends and your family. Like this video and comment down below, are you trying these tips that I suggested? Is there some new ones that I suggested that you weren't doing before? It's a community. You can help someone else out by commenting and, you know, saying what works for you. It may help them out, you know. So let's just share all the knowledge in the comment section and be respectful, and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified of my future video uploads, so that way you don't miss out on my future videos. I'm gonna keep having some more content. I want to keep putting out more tips and different videos, because I not only am on here like just to say like, oh, you know, my hair is long and I've grown it long. Like, yes, I want to show that, but I want to help you grow your hair long too. I want to help you get to your hair goals as well and grow your hair to longer lengths that you've never grown it before or never thought that it could grow. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.